What's up YouTube? In today's video I am going to give you guys a full dribbling tutorial. Whenever I play this game I always get questions asking how I dribble, so I'm literally going to give you guys a full rundown. I'm going to give you the top 3 skills, I'm going to show you exactly how to use them, and I will also show you guys exactly how to dribble and what buttons I'm pressing basically. So yeah, if you guys haven't subbed already I would appreciate if you sub, and let's get into the video. So I'm going to start by showing you guys the 3 different types of dribbling. These are literally just the basic fundamentals of dribbling, and then I will show you guys the top 3 skills on the game. The first type of dribbling I'm going to show you is the R1 dribbling. All you have to do is hold R1 and literally just keep walking, and this is probably the best close control dribbling on the game. The second type of dribble is literally just left stick dribbling. You can see here I've got Ericsson on the ball. All I'm doing is literally just moving my left stick, guys. I'm not touching anything else on the controller, and this is definitely best for keeping the ball close and also turning around very quickly. And now the third type of dribbling is the L1 dribbling, and this is mainly used before a speed boost. So you can see here I'm doing a bit of left stick, I'm doing a bit of L1, and then you can see here I'm just speed boosting into that direction. That's literally it, guys. And now I'm going to show you guys these 3 different types of dribbling in game scenarios. So I'm going to start with the R1 technical dribbling, and you'll see that this is mainly used before you take a shot and when there is space in front of you. So basically I've got the ball here with Harder. I do R1 dribbling because there's this space here, and then because she's got low driven plus or low driven base, I can take the shot straight away. And you can see here again, I'm in that situation where I've got the space to dribble into. I'm doing the R1 dribbling, and the same like last time, I do a low driven shot. Another reason why R1 dribbling is so good is because it is literally the perfect combo with Travellas. We all know how OP Travellas are in this game. I'll show you an example here. I've got Renato Sanchez R1 dribbling into a green time Travella. Guys, it is literally a goal all the time. And you can see in this clip, I've got Martial here. I'm using the R1 dribbling into a green time Travella. Guys, 9 times out of 10 this goes in. It's crazy. And now on to the second type of dribbling, the left stick dribbling. This is what I think of as the patient dribbling. When there are no passing options, you just do this and there will be space. You can see here, I've got the ball with Fred. If I take the shot, it won't go in because that angle, it won't go in. Martial's passing lane is blocked. Her passing lane is blocked. Every single passing lane is blocked. So what do? Literally just move the left stick about until there is space. I play this pass with Blackstenius, obviously do a few extra passes, and I eventually get the goal because of that left stick dribbling. Again, you guys can see here, I don't really have any passing options. I do have this Fred here, however, I do know that this Elise is currently on the run, so he will be there in literally 2 seconds. So the left stick dribbling is very good at delaying that, so I can wait for the Elise run. You can see here, left stick dribble, play the ball. I eventually get a bit of a jammy goal, but it all starts with a left stick dribbling that it just creates space. This is a longer clip just showing the patience that you need with this type of dribbling. This is the game for the 15-0 in a champs where I start every single game 2-0 down, so the pressure is on. You can see here with Evander, I'm not forcing anything, I'm just a left stick dribbling, just walking around his player, getting the space for the passes. Again, look, I pass up here to Fred. I'm doing left stick dribbling. I'm not doing anything crazy, guys. Just waiting for the space. Again, with Evander, I keep doing this because you need to do it, guys. If you're doing this left stick dribbling, you need to be patient, and eventually you get the space. And you can see here, look with Blackstenius, I take a touch, and this is another example of left stick dribbling on the touch. So you can see here on the touch, I turn and I finesse. It's that good, guys. And before I deep dive into the L1 dribbling, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to speed boost, because speed boosts are a big part of it because it's more of a combo. So you can see here with Garnacho, I'm holding L1, I'm teasing it a bit, I let go, and then I sprint like that, guys. It is that easy. Again, you can see here, I'm just holding L1, I let go, and sprint into the space like that. It is that easy, guys. And now onto the L1 dribbling. This is basically just a speed boost dribbling because I always do a speed boost when I do L1 dribbling. You can see here, I do a bit of L1 dribbling into a speed boost, little ball roll, and then I have to hold L1 a little bit before the next speed boost. I speed boost and then finesse. You guys basically have to learn this because it is the best way to exploit space in this game. And like I said before, the L1 speed boost is the best way to exploit space in this game. You can see here, I've got Martial, and there's all that space there. However, normally you won't be able to do this, but because of the speed boost, you literally just speed boost in that direction, play the ball across, and it's literally an easy goal. Another time where the L1 speed boost really works is from kickoff. So you can see here, I do a little kickoff routine here, and I get the ball up here to my winger. And then basically what I do is I do a ball roll speed boost, and I'm literally in, guys. I literally score from my kickoff. I genuinely do this at least 1 time a game. It is so good. And I'm going to show you this final clip of the L1 speed boost, and this just showcases how ridiculously OP it is in game. So you can see here, I've got the ball Martial. Little ball roll because it helps change the direction of where you're trying to run. And then L1 speed boost. All 4 of these players are gone now. I'm away from all 4 of these players. And again, I run past him. Another ball roll because I'm trying to change the direction of where I'm trying to speed boost. Another ball roll, speed boost there. These 3 players, again, they're gone out of the game. And then another ball roll and I score the goal. Like, it's just, You guys need to learn this. It's just so good. And now I'm going to show you guys the top 3 skills on the game. And we're starting strong with the best skill on the game. And this is the Baldmun special. Guys, I don't think you understand how amazing this skill is at just creating space. I'm going to quickly show you guys how to do it. And then I'll show you some actual examples in game. So all you have to do is move your right analog stick behind the player twice. And then hold L2 and R2. So you can see here with Ericsson, I'm running upwards. I put the right analog stick down twice. And then hold L2 and R2. It's that simple. I'll show you again this time running down. So because I'm running down, I put the right stick behind the player twice, quickly hold L2 and R2, and trust me, you'll see how good it is. So now I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of me using the Baldmun special in game, and trust me, there is a reason why I always say this is the best skill in the game, because paired with a speed boost, it is unstoppable. So you can see here, look, I've got my Martial. I do the Baldmun special and just look at his defender. His defender literally has no idea what's happening because obviously he thinks I'm going to do the full skill move, which means that I would end up there. But because I cancel it midway, look, like he's trying to mark that space. So I literally just speed boost again, wait for the keeper movement, and it's an easy goal. And guys, I wasn't exaggerating when I said I use this skill all the time. This was earlier on in the game, yeah. You can see here, I do it again, and he literally just stays still. He literally just stops and give me that extra space for the speed boost, and again, wait for the keeper movement, low driven goal. Now guys, it's situations like this where the Baldmun special just clears every single skill on the game, because look, you can see here, I obviously want to get through that gap, but I can't just run through, so you need to do the Baldmun special. Look, I do the Baldmun special and I'm literally in there with a speed boost and I score the goal. There's no other skill in the game that can do that. And here's another situation why the Baldmun special is the best. You can see here, Vinny is surrounded. There's no way for him to go realistically towards the goal. So basically, I do the Baldmun special. He thinks I'm going backwards, but because I cancel the skill, I go down, I do a speed boost, I do a Trivela low driven, and it goes in. And of course, the Baldmun special doesn't rely on the L1 speed boost. You can see here, I'm running downwards, I do the Baldmun special, just look how far away his defender is, and I just get a simple low driven like that. And the final thing with the Baldmun special is that it is a glitchy skill move. There are times where you just go through your opponent where it just doesn't really make sense. You can see here with my Ronaldo, yeah, just look. Look at the way he just glitches through the Orban and I just get an easy goal like that. That's how good this skill move is, guys. Now on to the second best skill move on the game, the flare nutmeg. For this skill move, all you have to do is be moving in any direction, hold L1 and R1 and then flick the right analog stick to the side of the player. And the reason why the flare nutmeg is so good is because when you pair it with a pass, it is unstoppable. You can see here, his Bastoni is blocking the passing lane to Elise and he will intercept it because he has intercept plus. However, if I do a flare nutmeg and I pass straight away, you need to make sure you pass straight away when you do the flare nutmeg. I give the ball to Elise and I literally have a tap in. That's how good it is. And again, you can see here, there is absolutely no way for me to pass that Ronaldo. So what I do is I do a flare nutmeg to create the space, and to cancel the animation, you have to pass straight away, guys. That is the most important thing. You need to pass straight away. You get that space, you give it to Ronaldo and you score the goal. This skill is just so good at getting those passes where it's just the passing lane is blocked basically. This is it in full speed and you can just see how hard it is for your opponent to read. Now the final type of skill move is the McGiddi spin. All you have to do for this is move the right analog stick in front of the player and to the side just like that. However, there is a way to take the skill move to the next level. So what you do is you do the same skill and then you hold L2 and R2. That's the first step. And after you learn how to do the McGiddi spin and then hold L2 and R2, all you have to do is move the left analog stick down. So just look at this. I do all of that and I pair it with the left analog stick down, which makes you do a full 180 motion. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys the normal McGiddi spin. You can see here, the McGiddi spin is normally good when there is a space in between your two defenders like this. So you can see here, I do the McGiddi spin in between the two players. It is a very nice skill to be fair, and of course I finish it. However, for me, the best version of this skill is the McGiddi spin cancel because you can just do full 180s very quickly. Just look at this goal from Elise. You can see here, do the McGiddi spin cancel. His defender is all the way there. I have all of this space to score, and of course with Elise, I'm always going to finesse there. And again, this skill is just so good for doing a full 180 and setting yourself up for the shot. You can see here, obviously I want the ball on Elise's left foot so I can do a finesse. I do the McGiddi spin cancel, I do the finesse, and I score the goal. This skill is very good for those quick 180s. And just like the other skills I mentioned, it's all about getting into the space, guys. So you can see here, I want to get into that space, so I do a McGiddi spin cancel, I play the quick ball to Endrick there, and then obviously I end up scoring a goal. But you can just see the space that you can get into with these skill moves. Now I know I said I'm only going to show you guys 3 skill moves, but I'm going to show you guys another one because this one is also so good, it just couldn't miss out. So if you guys are still here, make sure you comment Minecraft Torch in the comments down below. This skill move is called a ball roll step over, and there are 3 steps to this. The first step is to simply do a ball roll. This is something that should have featured earlier on in the video because it is a very good dribbling technique. So basically all you have to do is move the right analog stick to the side of the player in any direction just like this, and it's just a very good way to just move to the side. The second step is that once you've done the ball roll, you need to wrap the right analog stick around. You can see here, I ball roll to the left, and then I wrap around like that. That is the second step. And now the third step is to aim where you're going using your left stick. So you can see here, I do a ball roll, wrap around, and I aim to the side where I want to go. Now I'm going to show you what a skill move looks like in game, because it is actually ridiculous. So basically, like always, I want to fit into that gap. I do a ball roll, which brings one defender out, and I do the step over bit, which brings the other one out. And you can see here. So look, I do a ball roll, which baits this defender out, and then I do the step over thing, which baits this defender out, and because it does a speed boost, I'm in on goal. And again, you can see here, there is a space that I want to get through again. So what I do is I do the ball roll, step over, and I'm literally in between the two defenders again, through on goal with Vinicius, and I finish a chance. And that is the ball roll step over. And that is the end of the dribbling tutorial. If you guys want more tutorials, just let me know in the comments down below which specific ones. And of course, if you guys haven't followed me on my other platforms, all the links are in the bio, and I appreciate if you guys drop a sub, and thanks for watching.